It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck. But maybe they can turn it around.
Hi, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you couldn't tell, we haven't made a video in a while. I think it was yesterday I found out that a new season of Seeking Sister Wife was coming out. But first things first, if you are watching this, you can tell that I am currently pregnant. I'm almost 34 weeks, so I don't suspect that I will be doing this for more than a few episodes. So once things get a little more exhausting for me, I'm going to fall off the face of the earth again. Sorry, this is just something to take up my time. What?
I'm just thinking about all of the tiny little things that we have to do to prepare these videos that we completely forgot about.
Yes, we just spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get our dog Morty to be quiet because he kept on staring at us while we were doing the recap, just panting, or he kept on walking around in the kitchen. And obviously you can hear his nails, and I'm like, ah!
Every time Angie started a sentence, you'd just hear clack, 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 clack.
So I forgot how annoying this was. I thought I just needed to take notes and then talk about it, but there's so much more that goes into it. So, season 6 of Seeking Sister Wife. I don't know.
I mean, I think some of the people are interesting. I almost said the Garricksons. What are they? The Merrifield.
The Merrifield.
They're getting predictable at this point.
Yes, hence the title of the recap, which is the Merrifield trope is getting stale.
Yeah.
So I want to go back a little bit. I'm not recapping Sister Wives for a number of reasons. One, I am so tired of hearing about Coyote Pass. Two, I don't like any of the adults at this point.
No.
I could say more about which ones I dislike, but again, I don't want to start a flame war in the comments again.
The show is no longer about what it's supposed to be about. Now it's just a show about some aging reality TV show stars.
Because you can say that the show doesn't have to be about polygamy. We can just follow the Browns' journey, but even that is becoming a lot more fake, and I can't really take it seriously.
Well, the thing that I keep coming back to is I ask myself, if this was a family that didn't have a reality TV show, and I was a reality TV show producer, and I saw the Browns, would I see them and think, these people are TV worthy? And the answer is no.
No.
They're just not anymore.
I know Kristen came out with the book that supposedly gave away some more juicier details. It wasn't that juicy to me.
We probably could have guessed
That happened.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, we don't like the way that even though the three wives have left Cody, they still
say that polygamy is a feasible family dynamic. So much more unraveling or deconstructing to do on your end.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this. Seeking Sister Wife, Season 6, Episode 1. You're no longer in Brazil, Dorothy. Again, I don't predict I'll do more than like a couple highlight YouTube videos of this, because as I get closer and closer to my due date, I suspect I'll be a lot more tired and trying to keep my blood pressure down.
Just breathe.
All right, so we begin with the Williamson family. The couple right now they're showcasing is Reese and Billie Jean. Michael Jackson reference.
Yeah, he's singing in the shower.
Yeah, he's singing I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General, which is a song from Pirates of
I know.
Something Penzance or something. I've only heard of a parody of that song, so good to know the original. Okay, so we see them interacting. They have chickens in their house, and I thought that was strange. I've had chickens before. Obviously, I wouldn't keep them in the house. There's too much poop.
No, there's poop everywhere.
The only time I'd have chickens in the house was when they were chicks, obviously, because that's when we had them in a box with hay or something and, like, keeps them warm.
Yeah, I've got feelings about these two, but I'll let you cover them first.
Yeah, let's go through their introduction. So they have twin babies and a lot of animals, and they start listing all of them. So Reese and Billie Jean have been together for 7 years. They've been married for 4, and they've known one another for 2 decades, middle school age. But they didn't start dating until their 20s. So right off the bat, seems safe. It's not like some
they're
crazy age gap or something.
They're not in a cult.
Yes.
They're not human trafficking. They're not in it for some sort of religious thing.
Pressure, forces.
They're not in it because they don't have any money and they just want somebody to give them some cash.
Here, I want to bring up your notes, Tim, because I have my own notes, and then Tim doesn't take notes, but whenever we watch it together, I do take notes of what he says, just so that I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Because they were funny. Yeah. All right.
Well, I can bring them up when you want me to.
Okay, because sometimes you don't remember everything you've said, so that's fine. Let's see. Both of them were in show choir. Reese actually performed, but Billie Jean was behind the scenes. On to why they're here in the first place.
The only thing anybody cares about.
It was Billie Jean's idea to pursue polygamy. They underwent in vitro fertilization. They used an egg donor from a friend. But they want a big family, so they want more wives added. So what do you think about that?
First off, these two are aggressively normcore.
You thought they were normal?
I meant not normal, like normcore. Like these two people wouldn't know something that is taboo if it, popped up on their computer screen or something. They probably still use America Online or something. The one thing that I kept thinking was that Reese reminded me of
Ricky Gervais
from The Office. Ricky Gervais's character from The Office.
Is that British Office?
Yeah, the British Office. The guy that they based Michael Scott on. Mm-hmm. The only difference is that he's aggressively non-sexual, but the very similar humor and energy.
Particularly the way Reese laughs.
Yes.
It's like... I can't do it.
Yeah, that's part of it. Also, he's very flamboyant. His demeanor is very much, like they talk about in the show, it feels, for lack of a better word, kind of what we think gay people act like.
He could be bisexual.
Yeah, or he could be completely straight. But he definitely has that energy to him. What is surprising is that these people decided that polygamy was going to be the answer.
Yeah, I know that adoption is not the optimal option for a lot of families. I just thought it was strange that a producer didn't at least ask them before pressing them on this huge jump to, we can't have any more children, let's have Reese have sex with another woman.
Yeah, and so whenever we watch this show, the first thing you have to decide with each family is why they're pursuing this, as opposed to all the more obvious options. Mm-hmm. And so, like you were saying, these two people want to have lots of children, but that's not an option. They were able to have 2 via a donor and in vitro fertilization. That was probably expensive. They probably can't afford to do that again. Mm-hmm. And also, that is not a surefire success.
Adoption is also expensive. Sometimes, it depends on what agencies you go to, they can be shady, things might not fall through, and you've invested a lot of money there too.
Yes.
So I'm not saying adoption is perfect, so go with that.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that adoption still makes more sense than what they're going for.
Yes.
And so usually when they don't make sense, we try to figure out, well, what's the real reason? And so it'll usually be something like, the man wants to have sex with more women, or the wife wants to have more sex with more women, or maybe the man is going to leave the woman unless they allow another woman in the scene, or maybe there's some sort of weird
dynamic.
I was going to say fetish.
Oh.
But
I was thinking of the Garricksons, the Merrifields.
The Merrifields.
I was thinking maybe this is a poor situation with Danielle where she doesn't think she can be independent, so she does rely on Garrick, because obviously she didn't ask for some type of alimony.
I mean, I guess, but none of those seem like they fit.
Yes.
It just feels like these two might be dumb.
Yes. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Anyways, they want to find a country-loving girl through an app.
Also black.
Yes.
He's got a type. He doesn't tell us what his type is, but he lists his type.
They're all some African-American celebrities. He says of all cultures and ethnicities, but he only mentions Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, Veronica A. Fox, Halle Berry.
A wide variety of women who really have two things in common. They're famous and also that they're African-American.
Moving on. So they meet up at a Mexican restaurant with their friend Kayla. Surprise, this friend was also in show choir, but when they were in high school. They get to a table, they start talking, and this is when Kayla expresses that her and a lot of their friends thought Reese was gay due to his flamboyant attributes.
Yes. We know people like Reese that are
In happily married heterosexual relationships.
yeah, and so like it's just an affectation. It doesn't mean anything, sure. I
Yeah. At least he's not trying to, cover it up with wrestling.
mean, oh yeah.
Because remember when Cody's friends
Cody.
thought he was
Everybody
gay?
thought Cody was gay too.
They unfortunately have to shoot a scene where Reese first touches a waitress and then tries to flirt with her.
We had to look away.
To alleviate my cringe, I kept telling myself this was staged.
Oh, it's absolutely staged.
This poor waitress.
Yeah.
was in
and
on this
they asked
scene.
if she wanted to. He asked her if she wanted to come home with them. It was incredibly uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's this guy's
Yeah.
deal.
It reminded me of that, I forgot what season of Seeking Sister Wife it was, Tasha and Gideon, when they were also trying to flirt with the barista or something.
She works there. If I was her, I'd be like, I would totally have sex with you. If you tip. Ugh.
Not even. I'm sorry. So, that's them. Let's move on to the Merrifields.
Yeah. You've seen it before.
They live in Buena Vista, Colorado. And surprise, surprise, they're going to the Denver airport again. Last time they were here, they were picking up Miriam, who was from Michigan.
Isn't this how every single season starts, with them driving to the airport?
I think so, or it starts with them already in Brazil. I think that was how it was with Roberta.
Okay.
They're not picking up Miriam, they're picking up Lorena, and she hails from Rio, Brazil, 29, and they haven't seen her in person for 7 months. Mm-hmm. Then there's this section saying, well, if it's in the Bible, then it's okay.
My favorite line was when Danielle says, it's in the Bible. There's not like anything we could possibly say to refute it. Is there? Is there anything to refute it? This isn't a rhetorical question. Tell me, please.
Just Google it, Danielle. But obviously, she's not going to go against Garrick's wishes.
Yep. Again, she's going to do her same play from her playbook, which is just
have the foreign woman come over to the States.
Be passive-aggressive.
By bringing in another woman, throwing off the Brazilian women's game, and that will then have her fight with Garrick, and he's going to break up with her.
And then she's going to record herself being awful sad about it.
While hiding her smile.
Yeah. It's like, this woman, she knows what she's about. Mm-hmm. It's impressive almost.
Yes. Anyways, what's not impressive is Garrick's whole spiel again about sperm. Hold on. First he brings up the Holy Ghost and Christ to describe why this feels right.
Because we accept the Holy Ghost into us. We accept Christ's Holy Spirit into us the same way that a woman accepts the holy sperm from a man. It's a mirror.
We'll get to his science again. This is the part where you said, you said, obviously he's the doppelganger of Joel Osteen.
Yeah, Joel Olsen.
The televangelist. Mm-hmm. And you said he would be pretty popular if he started his own podcast. Uh-huh. Garrick would.
Yes.
Because he has a lot of these red-pilled ideas.
Yes, I said that Garrick missed his calling at being a podcaster because his brand of crazy religion and crazy misogyny would slot perfectly into the schedules of many a red-pilled man.
Or at least like an episode on Joe Rogan or something.
He'd be on Joe Rogan.
Because he takes on a lot of people with differing perspectives.
Oh yeah, no, they're just going to talk about things.
Brand of crazy is perfect for his demographic.
Yes.
Okay.
Podcast man.
Okay, so moving on. They claim to have been living plural marriage for 6 years. And that's when we said, no, you haven't.
No, you haven't.
You've been living single.
You've been...
Or at least Danielle has.
You've been flying to other countries, having sex with young women from impoverished nations, and then coming back and talking about how the spirit told you to.
And then they describe more of their polygamous journey. This way of life has cost them tens of thousands of dollars.
These people, they keep sending all of this money to these women, and then the women are like, oh, that's so great, that's so great, that's so great. Then the second we stop sending money, they break it off. Wow. Wow. Who would have guessed? Maybe you could be surprised the first time, but the second, the third.
Again, you deserve what you get.
Yes.
I feel Roberta could have squeezed a bit more money out of them after, they thought that she would settle issues with her mom or something.
It was always just a way to get money.
Anyways, just like Roberta and Natalia, Lorena also doesn't speak English.
That's fine. She probably always expected to only be talking to other people in Portuguese for the rest of her life.
Which reminds me, I thought there was a rumor that the Merrifields moved to Brazil.
Oh.
I guess that really was just a rumor, because
Yeah.
I thought someone posted on Reddit that they sold their Colorado house.
Okay.
I guess they're living here.
But the thing is Garrick has no excuse for not knowing how to speak Portuguese. Oh, that's a lie. He knows how to speak exactly one word.
Which is
See. He says it so many times throughout this episode as if it's somehow so amazing that he would just be able to speak that. He's got the gift of tongues right here.
I remember did he propose to Natalia in Portuguese? He learned like a sentence or two.
He memorized a sentence. He probably couldn't say it again to save his life.
Nope. Lorena talks. She says she met the Merrifields through an app, and she always felt her future husband would be a foreigner because God told her this.
She felt that right in the bank account.
Yup.
I mean, okay, I do not have any ill will towards these women trying to get as much money out of Garrick as possible. They are entering into an entirely asymmetrical relationship. The power dynamic is shifted entirely towards Garrick. Garrick is 100% the aggressor in all of these relationships. In fact, I respect these women more because they're taking money from Garrick. I would respect them less if they didn't intend to do that. And so don't misinterpret what I'm saying as some sort of criticism on their part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to look at this. So Garrick says, here's the
God.
egregious part.
Yeah, the egregious part,
where Garrick says, when a woman's body count goes over 5, it's harder for her to bond with her current partners because sperm changes a person. And this is when Danielle makes her same ick face.
The producer, what? And then, this is what I'm talking about. I said the bit about Garrick needing to start his own men's rights activist podcast. And then he says this, and I thought, yeah, it's a no-brainer.
There's definitely people who listen and resonate, unfortunately. So, moving on, we see the footage of when Garrick baptizes her, and surprise, surprise, he proposes to her 5 days later. And this is when they say they applied for the K-1 90-day fiancé visa. I was thinking, when they were dating Natalia, they were advised to first get married in Brazil and then try to move her to the States.
Yeah.
And this time, they're not doing that. Because that was certainly an option when they were dating Roberta.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, she gets deported?
I don't know if that was theoretical. They were thinking maybe that would happen. I don't know. We won't know. And then we see them driving to their, Buena Vista house. Mm-hmm. And Lorena is very shocked to see how much empty land Colorado has.
Yes, America is very big and very empty compared to most countries. She probably thought that they were taking her out into the woods to cut her up into parts or something like that.
Did you say that?
No, but that's the feeling I got from her.
I figured that's how both Americas are. There's a lot of populated areas and a lot of empty areas.
Yeah.
Just like the U.S.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. We're now down to the last family of this episode, which are the Peraltas. So we have Danny and Yessell. So they live in Bristol, Connecticut, and they met through a mutual friend. Was it at a wedding? Kind of wasn't paying attention.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, yes, they met at a wedding or something.
Something. And they've been married for almost 5 years. They have 4 children. The way Yessell explains how his children came to be was a little confusing because first he says his oldest 2 are from a previous relationship, singular. And then when we see Leah, his ex, she says that she's only responsible for one of them.
Yes.
Just one son.
Yes,
So that
just the one.
confused me. Danny and Yessell's 2 most recent kids are both biologically theirs.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we find out Yessell works overseas for long stretches of time. And I guess Danny gets lonely when he is gone.
Okay.
So he had this genius idea of how to solve this problem. And he did that in PowerPoint style.
Yes. When I saw the first slide of the PowerPoint presentation, I say, Your Honor, I present
Exhibit 1.
Exhibit A.
When Danny eventually kills Yessell for proposing this.
I mean, again, it's just like all the other families. Why? The why that these two present to us is that it is to provide physical comfort to
Danny,
when
Yessell is away?
For her mental health.
Well, she says, was it physical, mental health?
Well, physical comfort for her mental health.
Yeah, she tried to combine the 2
Yes.
kinds of health.
The issue is this or is this not another woman for Yessell to bang, or is this something for
Danny?
And if it is, just say that it is.
You think this is another Ashley Sherwood situation?
No, if only because of the fact that Yessell did the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. Oh, yes. Well, he's the one driving the car. She might eventually be into it for that reason.
Again, these relationships are all messy.
Just looking at the slides. Yessell listed financial security as a pro. He's already thinking the woman that comes into our family has to have a career.
Yeah, just an additional income, lower the price of rent.
Because this ain't like a Robin situation. Your time on this show is numbered.
They got 4 kids to pay for and a bunch of charcuterie boards. They need some...
Which I didn't know sushi could be on a charcuterie board.
I mean, when you say it out loud,
yeah,
it's got the
hand
same
food.
Temperature type of thing. They should go together.
I guess.
Anyway.
Another thing on the PowerPoint was lower chances of getting bored. Jeez, you think life is boring with enough of what it throws at you.
Yeah, interpret that as you will.
Not the greatest reasons for pursuing another wife.
I mean, isn't Danny's best friend Leah?
Yes, or what looks like her best friend. We'll get to Leah, because Danny does say she wants a buddy to hang out with while he's overseas.
And she can't hang out with her current friend.
Yeah, because Yessell doesn't like her.
Okay.
Because she's an ex.
He's overseas. The perfect time to hang out with her is when he's overseas. These people's story is just not adding up.
They talk about the first time they pursued polygamy, and by they, Yessell. He, I guess, pursued someone from his high school days. Danny felt left behind.
Yeah, this is one of those things where something is going on, but they're not telling us what it is.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
We don't know maybe they had a threesome and that didn't work out, and that sort of shattered a little bit of their foundation of their marriage.
Yessell just, had sex with this woman and was like, yeah, we're going to bring her on and...
You have no say in this.
You have no say in this, or, who knows? The math isn't mathing.
Well, maybe they'll clear things up later.
I mean, that is what we were saying with Sad Boy Shane last time.
Yes, and then we find out that he was going to die of renal cancer.
All the pieces came together.
So we meet up with Leah again. Yessell's ex and mother of just one of the older kids. Danny and Leah get along great, but she is not a candidate for polygamy, as we said before. Leah is worried on behalf of her son. I would too, if whenever someone announces a potential step-parent.
Yeah, a new adult in somebody's life. The main concern
right now is that Danny wants to establish boundaries, something that was lacking in their first plague courtship.
Yes, the concern is that Yessell is going to be all on board for a woman and Danny's going to say no, and that's going to create tension between Yessell and Danny because Yessell will resent Danny for putting the kibosh on the relationship. And so Danny comes up with the perfect solution, which is Danny vets everyone first. And if she doesn't like them...
I mean, Ashley Sherwood did that too. She made it a point to say, I have to go on the one-on-one dates with this woman first.
Yeah.
Before I introduce you to my husband.
Which is, that's smart.
Not a bad idea.
That's smart. That's a way so that Yessell doesn't form an attachment to anybody.
Okay. That's it. So we'll probably try to eke out maybe 1 or 2 more highlight episodes, not necessarily full-on recaps like I do with Sister Wives, because that took up a lot of time. This is easier.
We forgot how much energy these take up.
Okay, thanks. And if you made it to the end of this video, we appreciate you. Sorry again for the hiatus.
Yeah, we might be on hiatus again very soon.
So this is just something for fun.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.